Yeah, yeah. In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We is them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Pumpers in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smoke. What is up, guys? What is cracking? It's the Con Man, and I am in your house. And you guys already know the vibes. Anytime we slide on through, we're here to give you that work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. And guys, it is Tuesday. And listen, happy Turkey Day. If I don't talk to you before then, this Thursday is Thanksgiving. We just had Monday Night Raw last night. This Saturday coming up for you WWE fans is Survivor Series War Games. But listen, we do all kinds of things here at In Your House. We talk about more than just the mainstream professional wrestling. And today I come to you guys with just that because I'm a big supporter of independent professional wrestling. As a matter of fact, I am. I'm proud to say that I'm in the business. I'm proud to say that I'm affiliated with the business and have done so much things within the confines of the professional wrestling business. And look, guys, one of the reasons that I can say all of that, one of the reasons that I can stake that claim is because of my guest today. And oof, man, this has been listen, this has been a long time coming for this one. It's coming, y'all. If you guys are an independent professional wrestling fan in the Midwest, you've seen it. You have seen the flyers. You've seen the lead up. You've seen what this man's been doing for the last year. And now it all culminates this Saturday in Greencastle, Indiana, for the last ride of my friend, my brother, my homie, the man who put me where I'm at today. That is the right hand of God, Sam Knight. He is here to have his final interview on In Your House as an active competitor. That's so weird to say. Sam, how's it going, bro?
Pretty good, man. First of all, as always, you always hype me up, man. I every single time I come on, you always have something nice to say to me or about me, and I appreciate that. To God be the glory, man. You were just a listening ear. You came in, you listened, and look at what you have done in the wrestling business. So it's not me, man. I'm proud of you, and I say that every single time in our public conversations and our private conversations. I'm proud of the man that you've become in this business, man. You're out here killing it. But thank you for having me today on the show.
No problem, bro. I appreciate that, but this ain't about me, bro. This is about you because, man, it's still crazy to say this Saturday is going to be your final bout, your final fight. And, man, 20 years in this business, 20 years doing what you've done, being the right hand of God, being the gatekeeper, being the moment maker, man. And first off, before we get too deep into this interview, I got to ask you, man, once again, this Saturday, this culminates 20 years. Where are you at mentally right now, knowing that that's coming up?
Um, I'm all over the place. If I'm being honest, uh, I said so, or I said it about an hour ago when I did my live on my social media that a lot of guys don't get to walk out on their own. A lot of guys don't get the opportunity to say goodbye to the business by choice.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times it's because of injuries or it's because something happens or they have to leave. This is me doing this on my own. This is my own volition. I've been called to do other things, and we'll get to that another time. But I've been called to do other things, and I have to take that part of my life seriously. Professional wrestling has been good to me, but there's more out there for me right now. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm a little sad because I'm going to miss everybody and everything. But just because I'm no longer in ring as a competitor doesn't mean I won't be around. So yeah, man, I'm everywhere.
Yeah, no, that would make sense because I think I asked you a little bit earlier in this week where you were at, and you said honestly I don't know right now. And I said that's a more than fair
Yeah.
answer when we talked, and I totally understand that, man. Dude, you have had a busy year, man. Like you knew way before this year that this was going to be the time for you. You knew that it was coming up, and man, you've done a whole lot of traveling. You've been all around the Midwest. You went to LA, you went to Colorado. You've held many titles in this final year, man. I know it's probably like, bro, it's probably been like a real whirlwind for you, but let's talk about this last year for you. What have been some of your biggest moments, and what's this year been like for you as far as your final year as an active competitor?
This year was huge for me, man. I won the Rocket Pro Outer Limits Championship, and Rocket Pro is a company that I have been at since its inception. I've
Over
been
there
with
in
Rocket Pro
Illinois,
since
right?
the beginning. Yeah, in Joliet, Illinois, and Rocket Pro put trust in me to put one of their mid card championships on me, and we ran with it. It was a great experience. Thank you, Rocket Pro. Thank you to the Shelley family. Thank you, Kevin Palmer. Also to the man that I'm going to be opposite of Saturday, Damian Saint. Thank you for being you, even though I can't stand you. So, um, uh, as you know, I've had the opportunity to be the Outer Limits champion. Then 15 years in the making, I won the Battleground Pro World Heavyweight Championship. I chased that championship for 15 years. Battleground was one of the first companies that I got my break in Los Angeles,
Wow.
and I actually made it to the top of the mountain there. Um, I also won the Signal 10 Heavyweight Championship. It took a year in the making. Chased
Yeah.
that and won the Signal 10 Heavyweight Championship off the now retired Logan Myers. Shout out to Logan. And then lastly, I became the RCW, the Revolution Championship Wrestling, Heart of the Revolution champion. Um, and I just lost that belt last weekend. But RCW, I'd been there for a long period of time as well, and I finally won one of their championships. So 4 titles, 1 year. I've traveled the country, as you said, back and forth, Colorado, Las Vegas, California,
Yeah.
you name it. Sam Knight was there, and it was a lot of. I made a lot of dates this year, man. Like at home, I have a whiteboard, and every time I had a date, I'd cross it off. I'd erase it, cross it
Hmm.
off, and I'd erase it. I returned to New Wave Pro this year. Something nobody saw coming.
I didn't see it coming
If
either.
you
I
know the
sure didn't see
story,
it.
no nobody saw it coming, and then boom, Sam Knight arrives at New Wave Pro, and yeah, man, it's just this year was huge on so many levels, man. Like, and honestly, to God be the glory, bro. Like, because at any given time, something could have happened to me while I was traveling, and nothing
Yeah.
ever happened. God spared me, He protected me, and I made it through. And now here we are, closing in on the last match, the last ride, so to speak, on the heels of my 20th year anniversary, and all I can do is smile, because I've done everything I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, everybody's like, "Oh, you didn't want to go to TV." Let me tell you something. And there's a moment where you look yourself in the mirror and you say, "There are things that are bigger than me,"
Yeah.
and that's why I'm happy. That's why I'm happy with this decision.
Right on, man. Like you said it so well. Not a lot of cats get a chance to go out on their own accord, bro, and you're able to do that. You're in healthy mind, spirit, and body to be able to do that. And man, what a card you put together for the last ride. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit on the second half of this episode. But man, let's go over this 20 years, man, because you've done a lot of amazing things, and I really only got a chance to really have the privilege to know you and call you friend and brother on the second half of that 20 years. But man, you've done so much. I guess I want to ask you this, and I'm sure the household will want to know too. Walk us through some highlights. Like, what are some of the highlights from the last 20 years of Sam Knight?
Uh, First of all, my start, starting at the R1 Center in Redondo Beach and leaving there, and because I just wanted to figure out how to break into the wrestling business. To
Right.
going to Santino Brothers Wrestling Academy, being a part of the first class, to leaving there, going to the AWS, to the City of Industry, and being in the same presence of guys like the Young Bucks, Scott Loss, Human Tornado, Johnny Goodtime, you name them, SoCal legends, they were there. And I didn't get the chance to wrestle those guys, but I got to watch those guys and work shows that those guys were on, and then to go to Knox Pro, where I honed my craft and became the guy that I am today. Um, I that was the start. Traveling up and down the roads in California, wrestling on the lucha scene for Lucha Pro off Florence Avenue, and I'm a kid from South Central. I went to Crenshaw High School, bro. Like,
Right.
I'm the
Right.
kid
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
least likely to succeed. So, like, this means so much more to me than wrestling, because my
Yeah.
life was spared by staying out of the mess. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Oh, I get it.
because the life expectancy of brothers back home is not where we are right now.
No, it is not.
You understand what I'm saying? So, like, and that's true. That's true story. Outside of wrestling, that's Isaac talking to you. So, like,
Yeah.
for me, it's like, man, like, looking at the things that I did, and then traveling and working ring crew for people, and and doing the bumps and taking the bumps and bruises at Knox Pro, and learning, because I wasn't an original Knox Pro student. I was an implant.
Yeah.
I just popped in. And that's where I met Shiloh, and that's where I met Cody Phipps, one of my best friends, and all these other Kishi and Gangrel and Black Pearl, and all these guys that I met who helped mentor me to make me who I am today. And during my 20 years, I had a couple of WWE tryouts, and I worked as an extra. And now I'm not saying that to say it like most guys say it, because most guys are like, "Oh yeah, I was an extra and I did this." No, I say it as I learned something from those experiences. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It taught me the production side. It taught me how to act backstage, how to be around those people who are doing the same thing that I'm doing, but at a bigger level. Um, I learned the art of a promo, like how to tell my story in less than 60 seconds and
Yeah.
make sure I'm actually telling a story. I learned from William Regal how the story is told in the eyes before it's said but out of your mouth. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't just talk. That's why when I cut promos, I don't just talk. You're gonna feel what I'm saying because you're looking at my eyes. Um, what else, man? Traveling up to wrestle for Vendetta Pro in Santa Maria, and wrestling for all these companies that I wrestle for in California, like, to going into Nevada, to going to coming to Illinois. When my father passed away in 2012, I'd stopped wrestling because
Yeah.
dad died and I didn't want to do it anymore. Then I came to wrestling in January of 2013, and it felt like I never missed a beat. Shout out to Dave Cavazos from Zero One Wrestling, who gave me the opportunity to come back to wrestling. If I need to say thank you to anybody, it's Dave Cavazos. He gave me an opportunity to come back to pro wrestling against, in a tag match, and I tagged with the late great Mississippi Madman. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I branched off and wrestled in the Evansville area for Vex Wrestling. Left Vex Wrestling and started wrestling for Tri-State Wrestling out of Vincennes. This is how the Midwest career of Sam Knight started. I was already doing great things in California. I had already wrestled for Battleground. Sean Black and I were the uncrowned Battleground Pro Tag Champions. We were 2010 Battleground Pro Tag Team of the Year. We had done things, but when my father died, I was done. And then I came back and started wrestling in the Midwest. Left Tri-State Wrestling and started at New Wave Pro. Became Crossroads champion, three-time New Wave Pro World Heavyweight champion. Um, Left there and started wrestling everywhere. Like, I was wrestling for United Wrestling Coalition, UWC. I cannot skip past that part of my career.
Yeah.
UWC, those Friday nights in Georgetown were some of the best Friday nights of my life. And shout out to Brian Henderson and to Josh Thomas, who's trying to tell the story here soon about UWC. Anybody who's ever wrestled a UWC show will tell you it was like, I liken it to the ECW locker room, how personal it was for those guys. It was personal for us to be there on a Friday night. I would get off work from working in a job where I was driving a forklift all day, and we would drive to Georgetown, and I'd wrestle those Friday nights. But busted up, battered, beaten, didn't matter. I was wrestling, and even if I had to be at work,
Oh, looks like we lost Sam for a little bit here. He's
we
on the move.
did
There he
a
is.
lot at this time. Uh, let's see. Oh, and then leaving UWC and wrestling other places, man. Like I was still doing the new wave and started breaking into other places. Like things took off
Yeah.
fast for me. It took off very fast, man. And then I broke into DCCW. I met you,
Yep.
and I remember when I met you, like I was on the tail end of the new wave stuff, and I started booking new wave, and we started talking, and I brought you in, and we started doing stuff there, and like it was like everything was just in order, Con. Like everything just fell right in order the way it was supposed to be. To
Yeah.
God be the glory for that. And then I got hurt.
Yeah.
Then I got
Yeah. I
hurt,
remember that.
and when I got hurt, that was 10 months of my career um, was gone, and
Yeah.
I went through depression, and I realized something about the wrestling business that that sucked, and I didn't let it change my mental. But the thing that I realized was it's not always what you think it is. People are not always going to be there to support you,
Yeah.
and it's nothing against them. Sometimes people just don't know how to be there for you. But if I could talk about people who were constants, you were a constant in the wrestling business. My inner circle, who I won't go into names, but my inner circle, my
Nope. Sam is on the move, ladies and gentlemen, so we might lose him every now and again. But yes, I mean his impact has been huge on the professional wrestling business. I know it's been huge for me, and we got
and
him back. There he is.
um, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yep. I can hear you.
Forgive me, I'm sorry, but no. Then 21, we did the set. 21, we
Yeah.
started rolling to do the set, and the set happened, and the set was just a hard hitter, and it was a team that nobody saw coming. You know what I mean? Like on paper, it was classic.
Yeah.
I wish we could have done so much more. I wish we could have done so much more with it. But I think what we did, we made a fan base, and it was organic.
Yeah. It was. It sure
You know,
was.
it was organic. Went to emerge and was like blowing people out the water with the awards and all that jazz. You know what I'm saying? Did great things at Emerge Wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Brought in some new talent. We were at Heroes and Legends. You know, we became the tag team champions at Heroes and Legends.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
but you know what I'm saying? This is a company that I was like messaging, trying to get on for months, I mean, for years. And
Yep.
finally, I'm holding a championship with Drew Skills and you,
Yeah.
bro.
Yep.
Like we like did the thing, you know what I'm saying? And then Destination Six, the place that we put a lot of people on the map at. You know what I'm
Oh, we
saying?
did. Yep.
I was Destination Six champion for a year and some change. And I want to say that the Destination Six version of Sam Knight was my favorite version of my career. That was the forever D6W heavyweight champion.
Great. Great. Great
Great
work. That
time
was
in my
great work.
career. great time in my career, and then left Destination Six and started doing, started doing other things, and wrestling consistently for RCW, and wrestling for Signal 10, and wrestling for Battleground consistently again, and then wrestling for Rocket Pro and all these people, doing Upstart Wrestling when I was New Wave Pro and FTW champion consecutively. I was holding DCCW and the New Wave Heavyweight Championship at the same time.
Yeah.
New Wave Pro champion three times, longest reigning DCCW Heavyweight champion at 500 something days. Clock it, 500 something days. We was out here doing it. So like we we did some things, and now leading up to the retirement, this year has been the busiest year of my life. And even outside of professional wrestling, me deciding to take on the mantle of going into ministry. And anyone who knows me, they're like, that tracks. You're supposed
Yeah,
to
that
preach.
makes
That
makes
tracks.
perfect
So
sense.
that tracks. That makes sense. So um, I can look at my book. I can look at the story of Sam Knight and go, we did good work here, kid. I can say
Yeah.
we did good business. I can close that book and go, yeah, we're happy.
Yeah.
And it brings me to tears, and I'm sure I'm gonna be crying like a baby Saturday.
Oh man.
But it brings me to tears because it's like not a lot of people can say they've done that, man. And honestly, I'm not perfect. And I'm gonna take this platform to say this to anybody, any promoter, anybody I've worked with. Thank you for taking the chance on me. Thank you for looking at me and going, we can do something with him. No matter how many main events I've closed, no matter how many shows I've opened, no matter how much time I laid on my back, no matter how many pinfalls I've made, how many championships I've held and lost, I couldn't have done it if it wasn't for your faith in me. And to the people who listen to this podcast and who have taken the time to listen to this today, and who are taking their time to listen to this, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for making my career great. Khan, thank you for giving me another chance. Like you helped revitalize my career with all the behind the scenes stuff. This is me giving you your public flowers, bro. Like so many guys have asked you to do so much for them, and they, then it's like they're gone. Man, thank you for the highlight videos. Thank you for the music. Thank you for the space, bro. Because man, I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for people like you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So
I
yeah, there's
appreciate
that.
that, man. Yeah, no, I appreciate that big time, man. And here's the thing, you know how I am, bro. Like it when I'm always happy to do it, especially if it's somebody that shows just a little bit of gratitude. I'm not asking anybody to go in a room with Tony Khan or Triple H and say my name there or anything like that, bro. But I just feel like a little
Right,
gratitude goes a
right.
long way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, I get it. I mean, here's the thing, man. I want to tell you this, and I'm saying this because I feel it in my soul. Your name is being spoken in rooms you ain't even walked in yet. And you know what? That's the way I feel too, because there have been doors that have opened up for me outside of wrestling because of who I've been in wrestling.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When you do good things for people, good things come back to you. Especially when you're not expecting it.
Yeah.
So you hold on, Doc. You hold on, Doc. I promise you. You hold on. Something good is coming your way. I promise.
I appreciate that, bro. Most definitely. We got Big Raj in the chat here. He said he just wants to say thank you to Sam Knight. You've always supported him, wanting to be more involved, and he's very grateful for that. I just got a chance to see Big Raj on Saturday at Emerge. He's their ring announcer now, and yeah, man, you've always been so
Yeah, I love it.
supportive. Always been so supportive, man, to people that want to break in. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, where there's wrestlers, you guys train, you guys do it the right way and everything. But then there's guys like me and Big Raj that kind of came in late. You know what I'm saying? Maybe training isn't so realistic for guys like us that came into the business in our late 30s. But you're somebody who always tried to find a space for us, and I can't. I know Big Raj appreciates you, and I do too, bro.
man. Raj, you're more than welcome, man. I'll say this to you, and you're more than welcome. You've always been a good, solid dude. You was rocking with the set before anybody else was rocking with the set. So now you a
Yeah, he was.
family, and I love you to death, and I'm so proud of what you're doing. I'm proud of the things that you're doing. And Khan, you already know, like, here it is, man. Wrestlers, we do train and we do all this stuff, but we can't do what y'all do. Okay, like
Right.
y'all bring something different to the show, commentary and referees and announcers and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So like, yeah, if you may not have the in ring training, but there's more to that. Some of y'all got public broadcast careers outside of
Yeah.
this, so y'all
Yep.
helping us look good. Anytime I hear somebody say the Sam Knight name, I'm like, yo, hey man, I appreciate you. Praise God. Like,
Yeah, for
you know what I
sure,
mean?
bro.
Like,
For sure,
so
bro.
so yeah, bro.
No, it's a great thing, but listen. I need you to stay with me, bro, because we got to talk about this last ride event. We're gonna talk about your match with Shiloh Greaves, but bro, this undercard is absolutely insane. I mean, it's an absolutely insane undercard with some great talent from the Midwest, from the West Coast, everywhere. We're gonna talk about that and so much more. But first, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna pay a few bills and we're going to dig a little bit deeper into Sam's career, and we're going to dig a lot deeper into the last ride this Saturday, Greencastle, Indiana. You don't want to miss it. We're going to talk about that on the other side of this break.
Hello, everyone. It's the Pope Elijah Burke, founder and president of the Love Alive charity. I wanted to take this brief moment to share with you my charity's continued humanitarian efforts to positively impact the impoverished communities in and around the greater Jacksonville area. This cannot be possible without your support. If you'd be so kind, please take a moment to visit our website, love-alive.org, to learn more about the charity and its mission. Also, feel free to donate to our 501c3 organization that operates off of the donation of the public, which is you. Whether that be by website or via Cash App, $1 help makes a difference in the lives of others as we continue to positively influence many people by being the change that we wish to see in the world.
Welcome to the Brainbuster T-shirt website where your favorite podcast team in your house lives. Look at all these fantastic options you have.
If you want that sweet hype, we got it. You want to be divinely designed at yours. Have you lost your voice? We have all that voice merch for you. Are you just a part of the household? We got that too. Brainbuster Tees is where IYH live. Brainbuster Tees is where IYH live.
In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood.
Emerge faithful for coming out to Emerge 91 Blood and Bone. Since 2019, I have been the executive producer of the In Your House podcast. Since 2021, I've had the opportunity and the privilege to be a part of Emerge Wrestling in Columbus, Indiana. The honor and the privilege to tell all of you, right here in the middle of this ring, that Emerge Wrestling, in collaboration with the In Your House Network, will be at the Squared Circle Expo this March in Indianapolis. Emerge Wrestling is In Your House. We'll see you in March.
Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood.
Hey guys, welcome back to In Your Howse. And guys, you saw that there. In Your House will be represented at the Squared Circle Expo this March. We'll be hanging out with Emerge Wrestling as we got our partnership going with them. And listen, guys, it's about to be Thanksgiving, all right? I'm about to get my eat on. I'm about to get my grub on. I'm about to be stuffing my face. And listen, I'm going to have to go extra hard in the gym to get those extra poundage off. I got to do it, bro. But I'm so glad that I have Goalie Nutrition on my side. Goalie gummies, I'm just happy that I got it. I have got the ashwagandha gummies for restoring after a hard workout. I have got the apple cider vinegar gummies, give me the energy that I need. Matcha Mind gummies keep me focused, keep me sharp when it comes to editing these podcasts and having to do everything that I do backstage at any professional wrestling show. And guys, you can get your wellness journey going if you go to goalie.com. And hey, we'll help you out here at In Your House, because everything that you get, all the gummies you get, once you go to checkout, put in promo code IYH for a 10% discount. And listen, let them know that In Your House sent you, and check out everything that we are doing on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Twitch, and we appreciate it. Everything that you guys do. Get that wellness journey going at goalie.com. So, guys, I am here with the right hand of God, Sam Knight, who is capping off an amazing 20-year career. And it's going to be going down this Saturday, Greencastle, Indiana. You don't want to miss it. While we're on break, I got the card in front of me, and like I said, I already knew what it was, but I want to make sure for you guys, I'm getting the all the matches and everything, because my God, what a card this is. What a night that it is going to be in so many different ways. Sam, I know that you are excited for this Saturday. I know there's a lot of emotions going on, man, but out of all these matches, and we're definitely going to go through them, don't you worry. Besides your main event against Shiloh Greaves, which we're going to get into at the end of this show, is there any particular match on the card that you're like, listen, I got to be peeking through the curtain or looking at the TV backstage to be able to see this match?
Listen, all of them because I booked them. But no, honestly, the triple threat between three of some of the most hard-hitting, high-flying professional wrestlers I have had the privilege to go to wrestle with, against, or team with. Shaq Jordan, the Infinite Man, TIM, and Mickey
Yeah.
Midas.
Oh, that's gonna be
That triple
so
threat's
good.
gonna go so hard. It's gonna go so hard. And the reason why I say that is because these men have never touched.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've never touched. It's a first time event. I mean, first time thing. And there's a couple of first time things that are happening on this show. But this
Yeah.
match, I'm like, yo, super excited for. And then actually, it's a triple. It's a tie between three of them that I'm like
Okay.
really looking at going crow
Oh, let's
crazy.
get it. Get
It's
it. Yeah,
it's
let's get
that
it.
one. It's that one. It's that 9-man ladder match that I was petty and made for Elijah Eros. Uh, Petty Betty came out. So sorry. And the first time one-on-one encounter between Eric Dillinger and Reese Maddox.
Ooh, that's gonna be
It's no
good.
secret that Reese it's no secret that Reese Maddox is like a nephew to me.
Yeah.
I've watched him since his beginning. I've known him since he was a kid. I love his family. And when he came to Signal 10 and we wrestled each other, this kid gave me everything he had
Yeah.
and more. And I remember at the end of it, I looked at him and I told him, "You did a great job." You know what I mean? Like, he is
Yeah.
a phenomenal individual. And the Midwest is getting their chance to see him more because he's
Yeah.
doing House of Heat. He's doing Black Label Pro. You name it, he's there. And so I
Yeah.
love him. And then you want to talk about Public Enemy, Eric Dillinger, who I've known for umpteen years.
So
Um,
long.
I've watched him grow as a competitor. He's a good brother. I'm getting emotional even thinking about Eric because Eric's like one of my favorite people. Quick fun fact: when I came back to wrestling after my knee injury,
Yeah.
Eric was there with me, and Eric saw how nervous I was as we made the drive from Terre Haute to Hammond, Indiana, for my first match back. I was in a four-way, and Eric said to me backstage, he said, "You are Sam Knight. You are one bad, you know what?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that is what kind of propelled me that night because he believed in me when I was doubting myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And when you're coming back from injuries, when you're coming back from injuries, when you're coming back from situations like that, it's hard sometimes to tell yourself,
Mm.
I could perform on the same level, if not better. And so um, I'm looking. Those three matches are the ones I'm going. Ooh, ooh, And like I said, that's nothing. That's not taking anything away from everyone else because the
Absolutely
set
not.
versus the sins. Like if I could, if I can talk about matches. If I'm being honest, when I booked this show, I sat back and looked at it and I went over it multiple times and I'm going, every match on this show has the potential to steal the night.
Yep.
I could take the night off and the show would be perfectly fine. But
It's your
it
show.
wouldn't
This
be
is you.
my
This
last show without my last match. Right? It's me. So, but yeah, man. Those three matches are the ones that I'm just like, those are it. But the rest of the card, like if we had to do match of the night competitors, I mean awards, every match on that card could make match of the night. So it's going to
yeah.
make it even better.
No doubt. No doubt. I gotta say, I'm excited for the Midwest to see Sean Black for the first time, bro.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. My tag partner, man, my dog,
Yeah.
Nice, my dog. I'm
Yes,
excited
sir.
about Sean coming, because they ain't seen Sean yet, and Sean go crazy too. Sean
Yeah.
go
No
crazy
doubt.
too, and he's excited. I'm picking him up from the airport Friday. He's ready to turn up. We gonna turn up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be fun. He's great. Um, and I've got some Midwest talent. Like I've got Xander Kelly versus Zodi. I've got the four-way with Sean, Clayton Clark, Dalton Davis, who it's no secret that's my son.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Yes,
And
sir.
then you got Avery Hertz, who I have wrestled in both Colorado and Indiana this year. And each time we've wrestled each other, he's made me better and I've made him better. So I'm looking forward to that one. And then of course, SET till I die, the
Yes,
set
sir.
versus the sins. Looking forward to that match. Yeah, you
Oh,
know what I'm
that's gonna
saying?
be a banger.
And I know you are because I know you got some vested interest in that one
Yeah,
because
man.
the set is your baby, Con. The set is your baby.
Yes, man. Yes,
So
man.
I'm looking forward
I've
to that.
always loved it.
You know,
Yeah.
and then
The whole night's gonna be
like
great.
we talked about, like I said, yeah, 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 huge night. Um, a lot of emotion. One thing that I said in the group chat to the guys on this show
Yeah.
was you are what did I say? I said I picked you. You're here because no, I picked you. Yeah. You're here because I picked you, and I picked you because you've always been here.
Yep. Yep.
You know, I said that because I meant it. Every person on this show has been there for me in some fashion of my career. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot more people. I can't book everybody.
Yep.
You know, like my career, I've been blessed to have a lot of people. Like I'll tell you what, look, if I could have booked Elijah, I'd have booked Elijah because he's been there for me. But I can't,
Yeah, man.
if I
Yeah,
could,
man.
but,
My guy. That's my dude.
but if we could have had Pope would have been here. Pope Daddy, Pope would have
Yeah.
told you, Daddy. But
And you know what? Here's the thing. I think
Pope Daddy,
if he was available, I bet he would have done it too, because that's just the type of guy he is.
and I know that's just who he is. But Poke Daddy, he'd have came out there and smacked him silly, Poke Daddy.
Yeah,
But
everybody would have
but
got smacked
honestly,
silly.
everybody smacked up by the Pope. But but in all jokes, man, all jokes aside, like I am honored to be surrounded by so many talented individuals on this event, not just on this event, the talented individuals that are going to come just to support the show. I've had
Yeah,
so many people messaging me going, "Hey Sam, we're coming and we're buying tickets. Not we're coming for free. We're coming and we're buying tickets to support you, Sam.
yeah,
We just want to be in the house,
no doubt.
Sam. We just want to be there, you know." And it's like there's parts of me that feels like I don't deserve it, um, because it's like I'm just a regular dude, you know, like. Forgive me, I get emotional.
Yeah,
I'm just a regular dude that's out here just trying to. I just wanted to make wrestling better than it
hmm,
was when I walked in, and
yep,
I'm looking at the state of professional wrestling, and when I have people messaging me saying to me, "Thank you for what you've done for my career and for my life," that's all that matters to me. I don't need a
hmm,
contract. I don't need. I don't need to be on TV every week. I don't need all that. To be able to look at y'all and y'all say thank you for what you've done for me as a person, not just as a wrestler but as a person, that's all I need. That's all that matters to me. And when it's over, I can look back at the end of that night, when it's all said and done, win, lose, draw, and I look out in that crowd and I say what I'm going to say, and I look around the ring and I'm surrounded by my friends and my family, I'll be able to say, God, thank you for 20 years. Let's go do something else.
yeah.
So I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful.
Absolutely. And I'm one of those guys, man. You absolutely changed my life, man. Absolutely changed my life. Like people know it all the time. There's nary a locker room I walk into where people ask about me or my background and your name don't come up. It always does. You know what I'm saying, bro? So that's just how I feel about
Yeah.
it. Nobody's gonna change my mind about that because that's my truth. You know what I'm saying? You changed my life for the better,
Right.
and Saturday's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be a crazy, crazy night, man.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I'm really looking forward to it. Sharing the locker room with my friends and my family, my sons, Jalen, Kendall, you
Yep,
know, my brothers, you
yep,
and Paragon and
yep,
you know, like all like everyone on the show is like I've had some kind of closeness to, some closer than others, but like I'm so looking forward to being my best friend Michael, you know,
yep,
being there.
yep.
You know, Justin Ballhead, Justin Kyle will be in the building. Like that's a big thing too, because Justin Kyle has not been seen in pro wrestling in years, and he is returning for the Sam Knight Last Ride show. So if you don't have tickets, you're delusional. I need
Yeah,
you all to show up to this building and come in full force. Bring your signs, show up,
yep.
be ready to have fun. Because I promise you, this show is going to be spectacular.
It's gonna
Nothing
be a
like you've
roller
ever
coaster ride,
seen,
bro.
nothing like you'll ever see again.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm not just talking. Like I had a friend who used to say, if you think I'm just talking at you, you know, no, it's not that. I'm not just talking at you. It's for sure. It's a shoot. You want to be at this show. I know everybody gonna be fat from the turkey and from the food on Thursday. You get your chance to walk it off on Friday when you go Black Friday shopping.
Yep.
But if you can make it to the Putnam County Fairgrounds at the community building, that's the place to be Saturday night. I am publicly inviting you all to come out to this show. I went and looked at the venue today and there's nothing but space. I want to
Beautiful.
fill that building up. Tickets are going to be on sale. You can buy tickets online to the 28th, and then after the 28th, you can buy tickets at the door. But I
Awesome.
promise you, you don't want to miss this, because if you miss this event and you're hearing about it from everybody, you're going to look back and go, I should have been where I should have been. You should have been there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be once again, like
I,
I said,
I
it's
felt like
gonna
a,
be a roller
I
coaster
felt like
ride.
a preacher.
Hey, you're just
I
getting
felt like a
warmed up,
preacher
bro.
for a second
You're just
where I
getting
was like,
warmed up.
I'm just getting warmed up. To God be the glory. I'm just getting warmed up.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Oh man.
I'm so excited, man. Like I've been anticipating this Saturday for so long, like not in a way to where I'm like rushing it to get here because I'm like, man, I just want my guy to like enjoy his moments. You know what I'm saying? Like enjoy the moments of having
Yeah.
those final times there at New Wave, those final times there at Battlegrounds, going back to your old stomping grounds in LA, going back to Rocket Pro, it's doing everything that you've done, bro, and like I just wanted you to enjoy it, but like this Saturday is going to be the culmination of not just a 20-year wrestling career. I get it. I understand 20-year wrestling career, but like what you've meant to people outside of the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like what you've meant to all of these people outside of the ring. Anybody, not anybody, but let me correct myself. Any wrestler can go in there and give you like 10 to 12 minutes of a match, then come back and then, take his gear off and put on his clothes, hop in the car and go home. You gave us more. You gave us more than that. You know what I'm saying? You gave us you. You gave us your knowledge. You gave us your ear. You gave us that personable personality that you have, man. So, like, you deserve what you're going to get this coming Saturday. It's going to be a beautiful thing. It's going to be a beautiful moment. Man, I predict there probably won't be a dry eye in the house, bro.
And man, listen, it starts with me. I promise you. And that kind of segues to the match you brought up to me earlier. You were talking about Shiloh Greaves and I.
Yes, yeah, we can go right into
Um,
that.
I'm gonna, I'll in that clicked. I'm sorry, I don't know if you were ready for that, but that kind of clicked right then when you said that.
No, 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 go. You're
On a
good.
personal level, this match means so much to me because Shiloh is like my little brother. He's actually he's like my own son.
Yeah.
Um, and I know how he feels about me walking away. I know how he feels about um, me taking the next step in my life.
Yeah.
And of course, selfishly, he's like, I want you to be here. Like things are going to get better. I want you to be here. But on a personal note, he's not being selfish.
Yeah.
And this is not
Yeah.
me talking story. If I'm talking story, he kicked me in the face and cost me the Singleton Heavyweight Championship. Yeah,
Right, right.
but he did that in story, in theory. He did that because it's a hurt kid. Sam's
Yes.
leaving.
Yeah.
But truth be told, this man is probably one of the most underrated minds in the business
He
that
is.
does
He
not get the
truly is.
credit that he deserves. He does not get the credit that he deserves. He is a hardworking individual who is doing everything he can to make it to the next level. He is one of my best friends. He is one of my brothers. He is knowledgeable. He deserves to be in the same conversations as some of these other indie guys and in the same locker rooms as some of these other indie guys. And I'm not just saying that. He proves it every time he goes out there. So on
Hmm.
Saturday night, if there's any man that I am going to be in the ring with one final time to say goodbye to professional wrestling, it's Shiloh Greaves. And I promise you, by the end of the night, you're going to look at Shiloh and go, that's the future.
Yeah.
He's the next one up.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
mean that. And anyone who knows Shy will agree with that.
I do. I agree with that. I love Shiloh Greaves, like, and he's like you said, man, so underrated in so many different ways. Like, I try to let him know that when I see him, man, because I don't get a chance to see him as often Like when we was making regular trips to D6, it was so nice because I got a chance to see you on a regular basis. I got a chance to kind of see him on a regular basis, and it was really nice. But now that we don't have that stomping ground anymore, that commonality, it's a little bit few and far between. So it's going to be so nice to see him this Saturday. And I know we want to. I know everybody probably expected us to come in here and talk about the story that you guys have been telling on social media and stuff like that, which is great. You guys are amazing storytellers. But like you being here, I just want to say, like publicly, I love Shiloh Greaves, and I think that if there was going to be anybody that was going to have a final match with you, it needed to be him. There was nobody else.
Yeah, 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 and that's not taken away from all the great talent I've been in the ring with.
Not
But
at
if you
all.
follow the windows of hope, if if you follow the windows of hope, this is the perfect way to end the story. We have to finish the story. So that's what we're doing. We're going we're going to finish the story.
Yes, man. It's gonna be once again a great night. I'm just so blessed, man, like fortunate, blessed, all that to be able to be there for that night. Like I don't I am emotionally not prepared. You know, like that's just me being honest and raw with you right now. I'm not emotionally prepared for how Saturday night is gonna go. I have an inkling that I know it's gonna be emotional, but it's like I, I this is me being raw and real. I've never been a part of something like this before. I've never been a part of a retirement show, especially with somebody that I consider to be a brother, a best friend, somebody that I is a mentor who's guided me through this business. Because there's many times where I was like, damn, maybe this shit ain't for me. Because the ignorant side come out. Shout out to Shiloh Greaves. There's times where the ignorant side has came out, and you was always there to talk me off that cliff, bro. There was nobody like you, and I don't think there's gonna be anybody like you in the business after you leave, bro. And that's just me being sincere.
I appreciate that, man. I mean, like, um, I thank God that I had great role models. Um, my father, Dr. Isaiah Watson,
Yes.
he is the person who taught me how to be solid. I'm not perfect. I've done a lot of bad things, but God, that man taught me how to be solid. My
Yeah.
mother, Mary Watson, who also was a role model for me, still is. God, she's my best friend. I love her.
Yeah.
Um, to my trainers of past and my most recent ones, you know, Black Pearl, Rikishi, Gangrel taught taught me how to be a great wrestler and a great performer. And so when I look at the wrestling business and I look at, even one of my trainers, Joey Chaos,
Yeah.
who I still consider one of my favorite people, he's also a phenomenal wrestler and performer. But when I look back and I'm like, man, I don't ever want to be remembered as a guy that people couldn't stand. I don't
Yeah.
want to be remembered as a guy that had an ego and that was disrespectful. I love to hear people tell me when they hear my name in a locker room, it's nothing but good things.
Yeah.
So I had a guy at RPW, who Burnham, he's part of the Coyotes. When we first met, he said, "Man, I've heard nothing but great things about you. You're a legend, Sam." And I'm like, "Me?
Beautiful.
Get out of here. Get out of here." You know, but and every time I see him, he throws his arms around me. He's like, "Man, I love you, brother. Can't wait to do business with you." It makes me feel good when my name is being spoken in rooms I hadn't walked in yet.
Yeah.
And so when I walk away from professional wrestling, the one thing I want to leave behind is a legacy of respect, and I'm gonna sound like John Cena, hustle, loyalty, and respect.
Hustle,
No, but
loyalty,
respect,
respect.
respect, honor, and love. I want people to always remember that the one thing you'll hear from Sam Knight is "I love you." The one thing you'll
Yep.
see from Sam Knight is respect, and I will always try to honor my commitment as a professional wrestler.
Yeah, and let me add household. Let me add that when Sam says I love you, he means it. He really, really does. I can vouch for that, man. Man, I can't believe this is your final in your house interview as an active competitor. So
Yeah.
usually at this time, I give you the opportunity to plug anything that you want to plug. I know past this Saturday's event, there's not going to be much to plug. So what I want to do is I want to do something a little bit different here. I want to take something from the handbook of somebody that I've really been listening to and been uh, looking at as the pinnacle of wrestling podcasting. So I'm gonna do it my way, and I'm gonna add what he does as well. And that's shout out to Chris Van Vliet and the Inside Podcast. He does amazing, incredible work. He might not ever hear this, but he's absolutely incredible. So instead of giving you the floor to plug anything that you want to plug, I want to give you the opportunity to give me, the household, your fans, your final thoughts in this final interview on In Your House as an active competitor. And then I want you to give us, if you would be so grateful to do it, so thoughtful to do it, three things that you're grateful for.
My final thoughts. Um, Treat each other kindly. This world is so crazy right now, man.
Mm,
This isn't me just talking as a wrestler. This is talking to me talking as an African American, a human being
yes.
looking right at you in a digital world. This world is crazy. I don't care what you believe in. That love somebody, man. Love
Yeah.
somebody. I mean, genuinely love somebody because you can be the only smile that a person has. You could be the only um, good word that somebody hears. What you do and say could save somebody's life. I say this every single day at my job when I talk to people because you never know. You
Yeah.
don't know what could happen. And somebody can look at you and go, thank you. Because I have a friend of mine, my friend Sean, who tells me all the time, he's like, your father, if he wouldn't have pulled me to the side, I would have been dead.
Mm,
I thank God that I had that role model because that's taught me how to be who I am. Um, and also just keep believing. Don't stop believing. You know, it's so cliche, but it's real. Don't stop believing
mm.
because I promise you, things get better when you got something to believe in. Three things I'm happy for. I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for you fans, for the people who have followed me all this time. I'm grateful for this relationship with God that I have built that has helped me to be who I am. And and lastly, I'm grateful for my family here and all over, my wrestling family, my fans who become my family, Khan, you, my brother, the household family. I thank you all. I'm grateful for you all. I would not be who I am if it wasn't for you. If it wasn't for you guys, for the shirts that you've purchased, the tickets you've bought, the signs you've made, the boos, the cheers, everything that you've done over the years, Sam Knight would not be who I am if it wasn't for you all. So I'll say it like I've been saying it after every show that I've closed. Thank you so much. God bless you. God keep you. And I'll see you when I see you.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. We got my man Hype in here. He says, "Love you both, Oos." And we're gonna slide out of here. Call this a
Love
really great
yous.
episode. Yes, yes. But before we do that, uh, I'm gonna tell. I feel like there's stuff I gotta say for Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Like that I gotta tell you on Saturday because it just feels
Yeah.
like it's a better time. Like today. But for now, I just want to say, bro, from the bottom of my heart, bro, thank you, thank you, bro, for being you, man.
You're welcome, Moose.
For being there, man. for being real, bro. For being solid, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being somebody, because there's a lot of people in this business that are just looking to step on people to get to that next, get to that next pinnacle, get to that next spot, whatever it may be, bro. But we both know, we've talked about it for years. Me and you, there's times where we talked every single day, more than once, more than once a day.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And we both
yeah.
understand. We both understand that the people that you step on your way up are the same people that you're going to have to see when you coming back down,
Yes,
and
sir.
you are somebody that I can say that I've watched and been a privilege to be a part of your career, that I don't see you stepping on nobody, bro. I don't see you trying to tear nobody down, destroy them, bro. We got enough of that, bro. Like, there's more than enough of that out there. We need more Sam Knights. If this world has any chance, bro, we need more Sam Knights. So I ended by saying thank you and I love you.
I love you too, man. And you're welcome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this was a great, great episode. Ladies and gentlemen, for the final time as an active competitor, the right hand of God, Sam Knight. Check it out this Saturday, Greencastle, Indiana, The Last Ride. Signalton presents The Last Ride. You're gonna get a roller coaster of a great time with great undercard matches and an emotional main event between two guys that I consider my brothers. Guys, we're gonna slide out of here. Call this a great episode. My name is Alakan the Concept House. Thank you one last time to my guest, the right hand of God, Sam Knight. Guys, hop on this bandwagon. Get on or get gone, because the household is still going
Gone.
mighty strong. You guys have a great day. I'll see you guys this Saturday in Greencastle, Indiana. Peace.
Yeah, yeah. In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We is them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Rumpus in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smoke.